Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about the latest developments in Warzone 2, which was launched in November 2022, right? As many of you may already know, the game has faced some challenges in the form of player retention. According to the recent reports, Warzone 2 has lost more players than expected, with a drop of over 73% from its launch numbers. Yeah, unfortunately. Now, before you all panic and start reinstalling the game like Doc did, right?
I'm over this fucking game. I am. I'm probably not going to be playing that game ever again. It's a holy shit. I gotta get rid of it, man. I just can't play it anymore. I'm not interested.
Let me tell you that this isn't the end of the world. In fact, I like to think of it as a small hiccup in the game journey to the greatness. You see, Warzone 2 is a complex game with a lot of moving parts, and it's not uncommon for a new game to experience some growing pains. It's like when you're trying to put together a puzzle and you realize that you haven't been putting the pieces in the wrong spot, right? It's frustrating, yes, but you know that once you figure out that the end result is going to be amazing. Like Warzone, original one. And that is exactly, I think, what's happening with Warzone 2. The developers are working hard to iron out the kinks and make the game even better. They have already made some changes that have been well received by the community. Some not, but yeah. And I have no doubt that there are more improvements on the way. So, why is Warzone 2 still a good game despite the recent drop in players? Well, for starters, the game has a lot to offer in terms of gameplay. The map and the spots are well designed, the weapons are diverse and fun to use, right? And the overall graphics are top-notch. For sure, yeah, it's a game that's easy to pick up and play, but also has a lot of potential and a lot of depth for players who want to dive deeper and master different strategies.
Horrific.
Another reason Warzone 2 is worth sticking with is the community. The most toxic community. Yeah, come on.
Put your guns down, I'm gonna tell you you're gonna get tased, buddy! Taser, taser! Now put your guns down before you get on the ground! Get on the motherfucking ground! Get on the ground!
The game has a dedicated fan base, right? And the developers are constantly listening to the players' feedback. I hope so, and working to improve the game based on the feedback. Yeah, sometimes yes, sometimes not, but this is a good big project. That's why still fan base is really huge. This means that the game is always evolving and there is always something new to discover. And speaking of new things to discover, what can we expect from Warzone 2 in the future? Well, I don't have a crystal ball, but I can tell you that the developers have hidden a new content on the way, including new weapons, map updates and new game modes. But we will still play the Battle Royale, right? I think that the future of Warzone is bright. And I believe that in some like a year, it could become one of the best FPS games out there. Like Warzone was, right? So, in conclusion, Warzone 2 is a great game that has faced some challenges in terms of player retention. But it still has a lot to offer, with dedicated developers working to improve the game and new content on the way like second season in February. I believe it has potential to become even greater. If you're a fan of Battle Royales, Warzone 2 is definitely worth checking out. So yeah, let's be positive and let's play our beloved game, right? Okay, if you like this, subscribe, bye!